Hi everyone, it's me, Valerie from Stampin' with Valerie, and I got my paper pumpkin today, my November paper pumpkin. This one is called Winter Gifts. It is November 2009, and if you remember, October's paper pumpkin made these fabulous cards right here. And so this is a coordinating kit where the products are supposed to coordinate with those cards, but this time we have tags. So let me get my video pulled up here to make sure everyone can see what I'm doing, or at least I can see what I'm doing, so I know that you all are seeing what's happening. So I'm going to open this up and we are going to pull out all of the items inside. We've got a shaded spruce Stampin' Spot. That's what's one fantastic thing about the paper pumpkins is you get an ink spot every time, and these will last quite a while. I'm going to grab my ink pad here because, like I said, I like to give these away in class and that type of thing. Hi, Chrissy. And so here is the stamp set. It has peace, love, and joy, a gift for you, let it snow, made with love, some snowflakes, holly and berries, and then a fantastic to and from. I like this because it's a little bit bigger than you normally get. So let's open up that tissue paper and pull the kit out. Look at this. This is going to be fantastic. I love those tags. Let's open it up and get started. We're just going to put one of each together because on Thursday night, if you live in the local area, I'm having what I'm calling a paper pumpkin party. We're just going to assemble our paper pumpkins together. If you are local and you buy your paper pumpkin from me and want to pop over, I will also have one or two extra little alternate things for you to make with your paper pumpkin. And there's no charge to you. You just show up and we will just have some fun putting it together. Just a real relaxed, fun time. So we've got some adhesive back sequins, and it looks like there are silver and iridescent. We have all of this fantastic shaded spruce. This is gorgeous. I love this. Like a cotton braided ribbon. We have the silver cord. Of course, we have lots of little dimensionals, which those are always fun to have. You can always use extra of those. Am I right, Chrissy? You can never have too many dimensionals. I have a little Very Merry tag from something I made the other day. So we've got all our little tag pieces. So these tags punch out, and then they've got the little, some banners there. We've got snowflakes. These ones are sleighs. Are these not cute, these little sleds? Love them. Look at the size of those trees. Oh, I can't wait to put one of each of these together. And we will do that in just a minute. They're already coming out. So let me slide these over to the side. I might need a little bit of extra desk space for all of these parts. We've got some snowflakes. We've got these tags that already have that beautiful scallop top on them. We've got our little circles for something. I don't even know how to put it together yet. Have to get all the directions out. We've got some little laser die cuts. We've got some white banners. We've got the red cardinals. Aren't those pretty? Look at that detail, laser cut out. We've got holly leaves. Oh, and these awesome silver foil deer. Those are fantastic. And some glue dots. Let's get our directions out so we can figure out how we're gonna start, because I'm gonna make one of each of these tags, and there's 4 different tags. So let's see what we got. So the first thing we want to do is stamp our greetings on our labels, and we've got, I'm gonna look at all 4 labels so I know which one we're gonna use for each one. We'll start with this tag on the right hand side. So I'm gonna punch one of these out. We are going to need some of the snowflakes for this one. Once I get a piece punched out, then I'm just gonna set it aside so I know I'm not using that part again. And it looks like they doubled these up. So I need 2 snowflakes. I think, yeah, 2 snowflakes, because we've got enough to make 6 of each tag. Isn't that great? So you can make 6 of each of these tags. So there are 24 tags. I hope if you are watching this now that you did not miss out on getting paper pumpkin this month, because it is amazing. We need a green banner, which let me see where those were because I must have missed them. I don't see any green unless it's on the opposite side of these. Or maybe there's a stamp. Let me look at the stamp. Oh, it's the stamp. It's the stamp. The Love and Joy stamp is going to fill in that shaded spruce on the white banner. Perfect. Because I was like, I don't see any of the green shaded spruce banners anywhere. But fantastic. It's just that white. Let me get a block out and we will ink this up and stamp on that little banner. I know I had my shaded spruce. There it is. So if you're watching this later, make sure you let me know that you watched it during the replay. If you're watching it now and you want to share it, and even when you watch it during replay, share it. Let other people see so they can see what they're missing out on when they're not subscribing to Paper Pumpkin. Look at that, how pretty that is. Clean that up so I don't get my hand stuck in it, because we know how I am. Sometimes I get my hands stuck in stuff. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over, and we can put our to and from on the back, and we'll just put it in the shaded spruce as well, because that is the color that came in the kit. So that is the color we are using for everything. I love the size of this to and from. It's so perfect. So we've got the back of it stamped. We've got that piece stamped. I don't want to close that up yet because I'm just going to have to keep opening it. What else do we need for this one? We're going to need some sequins and some ribbon. Let me see if it tells us how much ribbon we need, or if I'm just going to guess as we go. We need 6 inches. 6 inches of the ribbon. And you know what's fantastic about? Obviously it's not here on the paper, but look, you have a ruler on the inside of your instructions as well. So we're just going to cut 6 inches of this ribbon. And then it says 11 inches of silver twine. So we've got 9 there. 2 more. 11. Right, so I know this is kind of the finishing touch, but I'm going to go ahead and thread it through now, and then it will be already on there. We can tie our bow, and then we can add our other pieces, because they tie the bow with this fantastic silver twine, or cord, I guess it is. It's really not twine. I think it's more of a cord, but they call it twine in their instructions, so I guess we could call it twine. I love it. It's fantastic. Just adds the right amount of sparkle to this tag. Of course, with the snowflakes too, you've got that as well. I'm gonna put some mini dimensionals on the back of this, because that's what came in the kit, were mini dimensionals. And I'm just gonna put one in the center of the big one and one in the center of the small one as well. We're gonna kind of offset that just a little bit. And I think it would be fun if you maybe sponged around them with some shaded spruce when you're making your own, if you want to. That would be a fun thing to do. And then go ahead and put a couple of these awesome little sequins on here. You can just put them wherever you want. It doesn't have to be any place particular. I just put a couple of each. And then they have their Love and Joy straight, but I'm gonna kind of put it on a little angle here, because I kind of like the way it looks on an angle. So that's another fun thing about Paper Pumpkin, is even though we know I don't always follow the directions, we know that, right, Chrissy? We've seen it happen. You can always do something a little different with it. Put it on an angle, whatever you want. So there's tag number 1. Perfect. I'm going to set that one aside, and we will start on the second one. Now the second one is going to be the cardinal tag. And for the cardinal tag, we need, look at, there's so many pieces, it's hard to find all my pieces. I'm going to need some of the holly. I'm obviously going to need a cardinal or 2. Not one of these ones. 2 we go. This is the one we're going to need. We are going to need one of these ones. We are going to need, it shows white, so we'll use a white label for piece. But I guess you've got these extra if you want to do these. There's always some extra pieces. That is another thing with Paper Pumpkin. You always have some extra pieces that you can use for other projects, which is fantastic. I love that. Just going to punch out a cardinal. And Paper Pumpkin reminds me of doing art projects in class when I was a kid, because we always had something we had to punch out. I felt like our little workbooks had little things to punch out. I think it shows 3. We're going to use 4 because look at, we have a ton of these little things. All right, going to do the same. Going to cut some of that ribbon. We're going to do 6 inches of the ribbon and 11 inches of the silver twine. I guess I could have cut it all at the same time if I would have read ahead, right? Who reads ahead in the directions? I don't. We'll go ahead and get this tied on first. Do one of those bows again with that cord. That cord, that twine, silver twine / cord, whatever you want to call it, it ties fantastic. I love it. I hope I have some extra of this when I'm done with everything, because I will definitely use it for other Christmas tags if I need more. Although I'm thinking with 24 tags in here, well, no, never mind. That's not really true. I will probably need more than 24 Christmas tags because I like to put more than one tag. If I got a little 2 or 3 little gifts, a lot of times I'll wrap them separately and you got a different tag on each little gift. We're going to stamp piece on this. We're going to stamp to and from on the back again. Again, love this to and from. If you've just started watching, love this. Look how big that is. It's perfect. We need a stamp to put the sentiment piece on. And I don't necessarily need this big of a block, but it's what we're going to use. I'll stamp it on here to make sure I've got it nice and covered with ink right on this white banner. And just center it the best you can. Obviously, if it's not perfect, you can always turn it over. That is the beautiful thing about these paper pumpkins. You can turn them over and use the other side. Hi, Ingrid. How are you? Did you get your paper pumpkin yet? I hope you did. Mine just came today. So if that's any guess, you'll probably either already have yours or get yours tomorrow. Put about 3 of these mini dimensionals on the back of that piece. And then we'll need some mini dimensionals on the back of 2 of these at least. Did I just lose one? Or am I imagining it? I don't even know. It's one of those days. Went to Onstage this weekend. It was fantastic. Had a great time. It was in Atlanta. There it is right there. I knew there was one. All right. So the fun thing about Onstage is you get to obviously meet new demonstrators. That's one thing. But it is just, you get to look at the new catalog. So I got to see the new mini catalog that is coming for January. They're calling it the mini catalog this year. Oh no, Ingrid, I'm sorry you've been sick. I just saw your comment. They usually call it the occasions catalog, but this year they are calling it the mini catalog, which is kind of fitting because it is mini. It's smaller than the regular catalog. Go ahead and get your cardinal on there. Get this piece turned around and on there. I'm centering it this time. And then I'm going to take these 2 holly leaves on each side, and I'm going to put a glue dot so I can put them together easily. A little bit easier using a glue dot for the top of these because I don't want too many layers. If I can get the glue dot to stick to it anyway. There we go. And then I'm going to kind of layer them underneath the edge of that piece banner. Get the backings off from the back of these dimensionals. So anyway, the new catalog that will be coming out for January is absolutely amazing. It has some of the funnest stamp sets that I have seen in several years. There are a couple, and I'm getting my pre-order probably on Wednesday, but it's going to depend on what time it comes because I have a class on Wednesday, so I might not be able to open it on Wednesday. I might have to do a pre-order box opening on Thursday at some time. And we've got these little sprigs. I want to put a couple of those in there, but I think I'm just going to use a little bit of Tombow glue instead of putting a whole glue dot on them because they're really delicate. And I'm not sure if... I can't even get a hold of it. That's how tiny. There we go. And just stick it under the edge. And then because you got Tombow, you can turn it the direction you want it. But some of these new fun stamp sets that I'm going to show you when I get my pre-order, they really are the cutest thing. And I can't wait until I can get catalogs out to everyone so they can get a catalog. I'll be able to order those in December. So if you're on my mailing list, you'll get one sometime in December. It'll depend on when I get them and then when I'm able to get them out in the mail, obviously, because you just never know. So there's the first two. Let's work on number 3 because obviously with the holidays, you know, things might come a little bit later. You just don't know. So, all right, let me see. I feel like I want to do the one with the sled now. We'll get that one put together. These are so cute. If you did not get Paper Pumpkin this time, you really, really, really missed out. Sorry, I'm not trying to rub it in, but you really missed out because these are really adorable. All right, let me see how many trees I got here. More than one, I know for sure. There we go. So we got the one tree, and this is fun because this is the top of your tag is going to be that tree. We have 2 sheets of these because you get 6 of each tag, which is so much fun. We've got a couple of little things that need to punch out here. So just that little piece right there at the top, I think, is the only piece. And these little holes for, oh shoot, why am I getting the tree out? I don't need the tree for this one. I need the deer for this one. I'm thinking I'm putting the tree on the sled. Oops. Oopsie daisies. All right, here we've got the deer that goes on this one. Because I was like, wait, I think I need to put the cord through here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut the 11 inches of cord now for both of these. Or at least for this one. I don't think it's quite 11 for, well, it might be. Maybe we'll just do, we'll do 10 for the other tag just because it's going to be tied at the top. But these are great because this is just go through these little holes and we're going to tie little knots in it to hold it there. And now I might have to tie it twice just because it's pretty thin and those holes are a little bit bigger than they look. There we go. Yeah, twice should work. Let's see. Maybe 3. I think I'm gonna have to knot it 3 times. But that's okay. I'm practicing now, so when you get yours, you don't have to. You can be like, I saw Valerie, she tied it 3 times, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, perfect. Get that other little thing through. Knot this, and then we'll get our to and from on the back because you want to always have that to and from on the back. Get this knotted 3 times. Don't forget, because it's pretty thin. You want to make sure that knot's a little bit bigger. And I think 2 might actually hold it, but just to be on the safe side, do 3. Just to make sure. Look at that. That's fantastic. This would be a really cute ornament on a tree. You could turn this into an ornament easily. So, for anyone that's making this, give it to someone and tell them, hang it on your tree later. Use it as a tree ornament. And I think for my paper pumpkin party, I might hang a couple on the little trees that I'm going to set up in my crafting area this week. So then I will have them. All right, let's get a couple of these. Here's where these, let's come into play right here. And then we need a rectangle shaped banner. We're gonna stamp Let It Snow on this one. And we're gonna use a couple of the holly leaves again. And I may be using a couple too many, but I'm using 4 on each one of these anyway. And a little bit of that greenery that we just used, we're gonna punch a couple of those out and use them too. Because we can, right? Hi Fran, how are you? All right, let's get this one stamped with Let It Snow. This stamp set is so cute. Fran, did you get this in the mail? Did you order Paper Pumpkin this time? I hope you did because it is a good one. I know this block's a little big, but we're using it anyway. And now the deer is going to go on first. Well, actually, not first. The first thing is going to be one of those little red circles that we had. Kind of goes on the back. So they probably used glue dots. I'm just going to use a little bit of snail because I have it right here and it's handy. Just going to put a little bit of snail on there. Go on this sled with that. We're going to put some of our mini glue dots on the back of this fantastic silver deer or stag, whatever you want to call. Could be either or. Only takes a couple. You only need like 3, 2 for his body, 1 for his head. Get him stuck on here. Isn't he fantastic? Take this little blue pool party banner and kind of, I guess we could have put it on first, but it just goes under his feet. And then I'm gonna actually just stick a couple of dimensionals. I'm gonna lay this here so I can see how wide that is. And then I'm gonna put a dimensional actually underneath his legs here. We'll just take that, the backing off of those 3. And then this will fit right over. I should have put him just a little bit higher so a little bit more of his feet poked through, but that's all right. He's gonna be cute just like that. Flip 2 of these over. We're gonna do the same. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a dimensional on here. And then use glue dots to stick these together so you have 2, a little spray, as you would say, of 2. And then I'm gonna use glue on the back of those again, the Tombow glue, because it worked perfect for those little. Just gonna put 2 there. I guess on this side here. They did one on this side and then one up here underneath, and that would be cute too. So maybe the next one, when I make mine on Thursday night for my paper pumpkin party, I can do that. But for now, I'm just gonna put them right here. Just a tiny bit of glue on the back of them. It doesn't take much. And these little sprigs, you can fit them in anywhere. There's so many of them. You can use extras on other tag projects, or you can just put a lot of extra on here. This one I'm gonna put right on the top, why not? And then we have, again, those sequins. We'll use a couple of those. One of the small ones. We'll actually just stick it right there. I love these iridescent sequins. I think they're really pretty, and especially they go fantastically with the silver ones. And because we have silver and that stag is silver, this is perfect for this. So there's tag number 3. Super easy. These are really easy to make, and if you were doing them all, at once, you could do all of one and then move on to the next one. Our next one is going to be the tree, which I already punched out the tree because I thought I was using it earlier. So we're going to punch out that tree. We are going to use some of these little white snowflakes. Those are so cute. Well, look, they have silver on the back. If I would have turned them over, I would have seen that. But that's not how they came in the box, so that's not how I looked at them. All right, so we've got this big part of the tag, and the top of our tag is going to be that circle that's on the top of the tree. And we've got that pool party banner, and we're going to stamp a gift for you on that one. Again, using that shaded spruce ink that comes in your and see, this is my life. This is why I always have ink on my fingers, because I always just stick my finger in it. Accidentally, of course, but it happens. All right, let's get some dimensionals on the back of this, because we definitely want this tree to be dimensionaled up. If you have this set, I think a fantastic thing to do with these trees would be to add some puff paint to them if you have puff paint. You could also do some embossing paste on them. You could add a little bit of ice glitter for that snow. You could do any of those things. I think would be fantastic for this. Now there are some little red, shows some little red banners peeking out from behind there. Let me see if it shows where they punch them out from, but it doesn't on the directions. It just shows that they're there. Let me look for them. I may have moved them aside when I moved those other red tags. It might be on the, yeah, there they are. They are right here on the bottom of these Poppy Parade tags. No, I'm not using all the official terms. I'm saying red instead of Poppy Parade. I need to get that right here. All right, so let's just stick these two together. I just put a little bit of snail adhesive on the back of this pool party banner, just so I can get those stuck together. And then I'm gonna put some mini dimensionals on the back of that, just to give it some dimension, obviously. Hi Lois, how are you? Did your paper pumpkin come? Oh, that's right. You checked your mail earlier and you weren't sure. So hopefully tomorrow you will have this, because it is so adorable. And then just go ahead and stick. I kind of like the way that looks, because the way I did it, because I had the Stampin' Dimensional on each end, it kind of curves it around a little bit. It looks really cute. Might be hard to see on camera, but it's really adorable. I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the back of each of these little silver and whisper white snowflakes. Take the backings off from those, and now you have extra, so if you wanted to put more than two on here, you could. But I'm just going to stick with the one for now. Or the two, one on the top, one on the bottom, like they show on their little card. Or on their little photo, I'm gonna add one of each of these little silver sequins. I can't even think. Yes, I hope yours comes in tomorrow too, Lois. It's really adorable. Let's get our twine that we already pre-cut, lace it through. And the only thing I didn't do was stamp to and from on the back of this one. I might have to turn it over and see if, I don't know if I can stamp it now that I've got everything on here or not. I don't know if it'll turn out properly. So I'm just gonna knot this twine / cord, and there, that's done. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna put to and from. I think I can still get it right here on the side. It doesn't feel too lumpy over there. Perfect, it still worked, yay! All right, let me close this up so I don't stick my finger in it again. And I'm gonna lay these all out so you can get a good look at the tags. I know there's a lot going on in the background here, so let me see if I can grab a piece of paper and just flip it over like this so it's easier to see them. There, look at those, aren't those amazing? So you get to do 6 of each of those. That's 24 for the entire kit this month. Next month's kit is going to be all occasion, and it's going to be cards. So make sure you sign up by December 10th. If you are coming to my paper pumpkin party on Thursday night, it's at 6 p.m. if you're in the local area. Let me know you're coming so I cut enough extra supplies. We're going to do a couple of extra little things with the kit and the stamp set. So you can see that you can do other things than just what comes in the kit. Oh good, Laura said she got hers. Fantastic. Isn't it adorable, Laura? I love it. I love it. I absolutely love this. It's just a fantastic kit. I think I will put a silver sequin in the middle of that snowflake though. I think that would be cute. Give it a little extra bling. There we go. And maybe for these other little snowflakes over here too. Why not? Because that's a holiday tree. We'll go ahead and give it a little extra bling with those silver sequins. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. If you didn't catch from the beginning, you can go back and rewatch how they're put together if you want. I appreciate you joining me. I love and live to inspire you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Bye.